What's going on? It's your dog Artman the Great, and we're back for another boxing conversation. Man, oh man. They didn't caught us by surprise, didn't they? They definitely did. I wasn't expecting this. Anybody know me? Know me. I've been talking about Charlo versus Canelo, but not this Charlo. Not this Charlo at all. Shit. But hey man, look, nigga like me, I can't complain. Why would I? I know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, the weight this, the weight that." Man, fuck all that. Let's just get down to it, dude. We gotta understand that Canelo Alvarez is never going to fight anybody that has an advantage over him, or he doesn't have an advantage over them. So we just gonna have to accept that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Charlo, we know the dude's great, man, and now he's proving to us that he's great. That shit that Canelo said he's doing, daring to be great. Nah, this is what Charlo is daring to be great right here. And we're gonna talk about it. Most definitely. Uh I'm a big fan of hold on one second, y'all. Let me fix this. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that, but yeah, anyways, what I was saying is Charlo, he's literally daring to be great, man. All that shit that, they said Canelo was doing. Nah, Charlo's really doing that. He is daring to be great. And it shows like you can't really hate on the dude. Like I don't see how anybody can hate on Charlo right now. And but you know how these races are. They're I don't like how they're bigging up little Charlo but then dissing big Charlo. I get it. I get it. Oh yeah, this one's more show improvement, but goddamn, you gotta act like this nigga ain't shit. God damn, man, they acting like this nigga's the worst thing since since moldy bread, nigga. What the fuck? That's what they acting like. Man, you should see how the Australians is looking right now. The Australians looking crazy as fuck. What about Tim Zoo, mate? Man, fuck Tim Zoo, man. We ain't trying to hear that shit. We ain't trying to hear nothing about no goddamn Tim Zoo. Talking about Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo talking about Canelo ducking Benavides, and now he's ducking me. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Go eat one of them down under kangaroo burgers, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Please. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my dude Crod. Shout out to my dude Shelton LDVC or nothing, man. We in here early morning. Um, Let me show y'all what I'm doing early morning. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a good day when you paint. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me show y'all what I'm working on. I'm working on a little some, y'all. Look at that. Undisputed versus undisputed art, man. I stay fucking working, man. The hardest working man in the fucking business, dude. Can't say it. Can't say I'm not. Hold on, let me get that off the screen real quick. Yeah. Look at that right there. I already know this is gonna be one of my best sellers right here. I just started this. Hell yeah. You know me, man. But look, this shit is nice, dog, already. Um, let's talk about that fight though. Canelo Alvarez versus Charlo. Can we not act like we wasn't surprised, dog? Man, look, when I got the news yesterday, I'm looking at Canelo's tweets or Canelo. Yeah, he posted a tweet or whatever. And it popped up and it said Canelo versus Charlo, and I'm like, okay, this nigga obviously got that shit wrong. Maybe Canelo was sipping a little tequila. You know what I'm saying? Playing golf. He had a few and he messed it up. He didn't really he didn't realize which Charlo he was talking about. So that's what we're thinking. Everybody's like, nah, this nigga's tripping, man. I know everybody gets it wrong. Canelo, you're tripping. You're not fighting that one. Then motherfucking it comes out that yo, this shit is true. Canelo, you're fighting. He's fighting motherfucking Charlo, Lil Charlo, and everybody's like, nah, ain't no fucking way, ain't no fucking way. And then Lil Charlo posted on his Twitter, like me on his Instagram, and he's like, yo, this shit's real, nigga. Fuck y'all talking about? I said I wanted to fight that man. I ain't playing. Shit, he's not playing. And a lot of people feel like, damn, this is really out of nowhere. It is, but it's not. Because them dudes got history. Canelo and Charlo got history. He got history with both Charlos. But he real deal got some history with Charlo. Because Charlo's feeling a certain type of way. Because once upon a time, Charlo was a fighter signed to what you call again? What's that group called? Golden Boy. And so was Canelo. You know, um, around that time, Canelo was fighting Kirkland. Before the Kirkland fight or whatever, Charlo was promised Mell Charlo, 154 Charlo. He was promised a fight against Canelo Alvarez, and Charlo was like, "Shit, hell yeah, I'm with it." In Texas too, I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's go. Let's make it happen. He got ghosted. There was no response after that. And next thing you know it, he sees Canelo Alvarez fighting James Kirkland in Texas. And, we all looking like James Kirkland. Kirkland? Kirkland? Yeah, motherfucking Kirkland. This is who Canelo Alvarez chose to fight over Mel Charlo. And, man, by that time, Charlo was heated. 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 He felt disrespected. He felt slighted, man. They did him dirty with that shit. And now, lo and behold, he finally gets his opportunity. Look at this right there. Look at them boys. Charles looked like he just did a prison bid, and motherfucking Canelo was coming visit him on the yard. Look at that. That's how you notice old pictures when they used to deep fry them pictures on Instagram. Look at that shit with them filters. Look at this, man. Boy had the fucking dreads. Canelo looking like a real golden boy. Nah, for real. It was popping like that. You know what I'm saying? It was ready. But unfortunately, so I've got pictures of them as kids with B Hop. LOL. Man, I believe it, dude. They had history, dude. Real history. A lot of people don't know that. They feel like, oh, this is just some like out the blue shit. Nah, this they got some history. And I love it. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. This is the real deal right here. Um, but I just want to see I gotta see what they look like side by side today. I know that was throwbacks. I want to see some shit how they look like side to side today. Just so I can really gauge this and see what I'm looking at. But it's not like the motherfucker Canelo and them grew an inch or whatever. But he grew up in mass. So I don't think Canelo's too big. I've been hearing people say he's too big. Nah, I don't think he's too big. He's too big compared to guys like Cotto and Mayweather. But I don't think he's too big when it comes to guys like Charlo, because Charlo's a big dude too, even though he's real lean. Even though he's real lean, I think him and Canelo are around the same height. He might be like an inch taller than Canelo, or a couple. Let me see. Let me see what they got Canelo listed as. They got Canelo as 5'8". Canelo's 5'8". That's not that tall at all. That's like an inch taller than me. And then this can't be true. Are you serious? They got Charlo listed as fucking 5'11", 6 foot. Stop it. They got him at 6 foot. So he's taller than Canelo. And him and Canelo the same age. But it's only one of them looking a little rusty. Let's be real. Only one of them looking a little rusty, even though they the same age. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, right? How that works. And and that's what makes me feel like, man, nigga, Canelo, you kind of shot yourself in the foot with this one because you should have been trying to fight the guy with the 2 year layoff. The brother only had one. He only had one layoff, 1 year layoff. Said 5'8" was like a welterweight. I think Charles was like 5'10" because Spencer's 5'9". He's slightly taller. Yeah, man. They said they got him listed as 5'11", 6 foot. They got the brother at 6 foot and they got him as 5'11". So yeah. And this one's for all the belts, man. Like when I got the news, I was really surprised like that this is happening. I thought it was the joke. It had to be. But then it also got people asking a lot of questions though. They got to ask them like, "Yo, so you're making someone go down in weight? I mean, you're making somebody go up in weight, but you couldn't make Bivol go down in weight, or you didn't agree to it?" But we just all gotta accept that like these fighters ain't perfect. They know they limitations, man, and they try to weigh out the risk versus reward, dude. They have to. Why wouldn't you not? But yeah, got people asking like, damn, nigga, why you ain't fighting Bivol? Said 8 belts, like what the fuck? But I don't see how that's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna be for that, man. I don't think only person I think is gonna be worth getting double undisputed is Charlo. I don't think Canelo can get undisputed. That's not fair. That wouldn't be fair in my opinion. But it's not up to me. It's about the people who make money in the sport. You know what I'm saying? So they might have a plan. But double undisputed, that's nuts. I doubt it. I doubt it. But we shall see, man. So having 8 belts is Wilt Chamberlain numbers. Nah, real shit. Real fucking shit, man. Definitely. But y'all see Tim Zoo talking his shit though? Tim Zoo mad as hell, man. He mad as fuck. Talking about, oh, Charlo's ducking me. Nigga. If you don't shut the fuck up, dude. We going up what dude going up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo. You talking about he ducking you, nigga. Bro, what are we talking about here? Who are you, bro? You better go, nigga. You better go fight Lubin or some shit, nigga. You gotta move up and fight Adamas or something. Say Tim Zoo, man, he got to shit on the shelf. Nah, he don't got to sit on the shelf. He can go fight somebody. It just won't be for that goddamn belt. But he can go fight somebody. It just won't be for that goddamn belt. Say he trying to be relevant so bad, nigga. I'm so bro. I've been laughing my ass off, like, cause Tim Zoo, he's been talking all this shit. Oh, Charlo's ducking. Charlo's scared. I'm gonna do this to Charlo. I'm gonna do, bro. You are irrelevant, man. I really feel like it's not even fair that he's even in a discussion with Charlo's name because it's like, dude, what did you even do? You beat a faded Tony Harrison. Wow, nigga. Wow. Charlo had to go through it, nigga. He fought all the killers, dude. He fighting killers off of fucking knockout wins, bro. He ain't already paid his dues, man. Let my man fucking shine. He didn't pay his dues. What have you done? Just talking. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just talking. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Maximilian, Antonio, Aaron. Yeah, man. Tim Zoo, he's just chat. What my folks in the UK like to say? He's just chatting shit, mate. He's chatting shit right now. Shut the hell up, dude. Kangaroo farmer talking about he's ducking me, mate. Nigga, nobody worried about you. If I was Tim Zoo, I'd be asking, how can I get on the undercard, nigga? I'll be in Steven Espinosa DM right now, like, yo, I understand, bigger business, but I'm wondering if I can be on the undercard, please. Thank you. That's what he should be asking for. You don't dictate nothing. Nothing, my guy. Man, shit crazy. But I'm feeling it though. This Charlo versus Canelo, I'm feeling it. I just want to see what's gonna be like when Charlo puts this extra weight on. Now, some folks are saying that, man, this is a bad idea because once you go up once you go up in weight, you could get a little slower, could get a little sluggish, or you could gas out more or whatever. Could be. But if Charlo's been sitting around at this weight right now, he could. You never know. Because Charlo hasn't fought in a year. So that means he hasn't been trying to cut down to 154. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's been fucking working at 165 right now, 166. I would not be surprised if he's already getting comfortable at that weight, sparring guys at that weight. He need to be sparring bigger dudes right now. If anything, I'll be getting cause I'll be trying to spar Castano again. Or not fight him, but spar him. Cause he a big chunky dude like Canelo too. So I'll be dying to get on that undercard and get my name out. Facts. This low key works in his favor. So there's no weight minimum. He can come into that fight weighing like 160, 162 and be comfortable at his normal walking rate. And I've been hearing that a lot too. A lot of folks have been telling me that he shouldn't even try to fucking come in at 168 and rehydrate to 170 and shit like that. They said he should do it. He should be on his Wilder shit and just come in at like yo fucking normal walk around rate, or come in and lean and mean. You know what I'm saying? Come in at like 163, 162. While Canelo's 168. But that's the thing though. Canelo gonna be coming in big as fuck during the weight. I mean during the fight night, boy. Did y'all see Canelo versus Cotto? Motherfucker was huge compared to Cotto. And that's one thing, like, man, is Canelo gonna try to, bro? Best believe that ring gonna be small as fuck. Oh my god, best believe that ring gonna be small. That ring gonna be so damn small, bro. Oh my god, you should know it. That ring about to be super small, but it's okay though, cause Charlo can bang in the inside too. It's all right. Nah, it's all right. Let him work. Let him cook. Let Nello cook at that weight. He had Ryder in that little 6-inch ring. That's what I said, bro, and he still couldn't get the KO. Crazy, but hey, it is what it is. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. See, Billy Joe Saunders, he got off because he was able to finesse some shit last minute, even though he still got stopped. But I'm just saying, like, fighting Canelo Alvarez, best believe you know that ring about to be small as shit. Said champ. Shout out to everybody, man, in the chat, man. This is a great fight right now. But I'm getting a lot of people hating on Canelo, saying, "Oh, look at you cherry picking. You're cherry picking. Oh, you get no respect from me because you're trying to fight a 154 pounder." That's his business. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all can say he's a cherry picker and all that shit. That's cool. I ain't gonna deny it. But I'm feeling like this is a cherry pick that can go wrong. I feel like it can go wrong, to be honest. You go in there thinking that, oh yeah, this guy's sweet, and that's what he did against Mayweather, bro. He went in there against Mayweather and he thought, oh man, okay, no matter what this guy does, I'm gonna be able to fucking walk through his punches because I'm way bigger than him physically. I got a hard head. I got a thick ass neck. I can take a punch, type shit. So I'm pretty. To my opinion, I feel like Canelo went in there thinking that, okay, yeah, I can beat this old dude. He ain't shit, real low key. He good, but that shit ain't gonna work on me. He went in there and got pieced the fuck up by Floyd Mayweather, man. And that's one of the performances that we can never forget because it was not like a close fight, like he gave him a little war, like nigga. It was nothing like that. Canelo went in there and got whooped. He got embarrassed by an old man, a smaller old man with brittle hands. So, it could be a case of thinking that you got a guy figured out because of their size, and that shit backfire. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. He could go in there and outmuscle what's his name? Charlo. It could be like yeah. Does anybody really seeing it being like a Kell Brook versus Triple G? Can anybody see it being like a Kell Brook Triple G? Like the weight was just too much. He couldn't withstand the power, so he got broken down. Real shit, could it be like that? Because it could be a situation like that where Charlo's boxing good, like Kell Brook was, and then start feeling that power and say, "Oh shit, this shit's different. This shit is different, different." Real shit. Or Charlo can go in there and box fucking beautifully and beat this dude. I don't see it that way, but I've been wrong before. So maybe. So I'll never forget that fight. They showed it at the movie theater right around my house. I got to watch it on the big screen. The Mexicans was going crazy. Oh man, dude, I ain't gonna lie, man. Canelo looked like he wanted to cry. His family looked like they wanted to cry, bro. Like you had the whole pride of Mexico on your back, and you went in there and did worse than Maidana. Like what? Like that. I don't care what nobody say. That shit hurts, bro. That shit hurts. When you got a whole bunch of people depending on you, and not only did you not perform to how you expected to perform, you performed terrible. Real shit, man. So Charles don't box like that. Charles gonna go and try to take Canelo's head off. He is, man, and that's the thing. Canelo's gonna try to be in there trying to counter. He's definitely gonna be in there trying to counter. He's gonna be in there trying to counter. He has a good counter left hook too. So that's one thing Charles gonna have to work on. And a lot of people think that Derek James is just running the camp with Charlo. Nah, Charlo, he got what's his name? What's that Dominican brother name? Guzman. He got that Dominican brother in the camp that was really teaching him some things like fighting in the inside against what's his face? What's that dude he fought? Castano. If you go back and go on Charlo's Instagram and follow what's his name? Drone Guzman or whatever. Yeah. Juan Guzman. Man, he was really teaching Charlo some shit like that whole little sequence of Charlo versus Castano when he was slipping the punches right in front of him. Man, and then counter with a right hand. Man, he was teaching him all that shit. And I feel like that's going to be Charlo's game plan in there. He's going to have to take it to Canelo. Fuck winning on cards. Man, when the last time Charlo won on fucking cards? Fuck that. Go in there and try to take that shit from Canelo. And what's going to make this fight interesting to me is the animosity built up. Oh my God. Y'all may think that Charlo's some respectful dude towards Canelo because he praised him before in the past. Man, that was just some bullshit. He knows damn well he does not fuck with Canelo, dude. And he wants to show the world that he is way better than this motherfucker. Real shit. He wants to prove that he's the best in the world. And I know that feeling, man, where everybody's hyping up somebody and you know in your heart that you're better than that person. You like, man, this guy, he ain't fucking with me. He ain't really in the trenches like me. He ain't really have to get it out the mud, nigga, like me, nigga. He ain't have to do it like me. I did it. You know what I'm saying? So he feels a certain type of way. And he's gonna go in there talking that shit, man. He definitely gonna be talking that shit, especially in the press conference. One thing I like about Charlo, after that Tony Harrison press conference, he stepped it up verbally. He got on Zoo's ass. I mean not Zoo, Castano's ass. He been talking this shit. He threw that respectful shit out the window. Damn, shout out to everybody in the chat though. Said Juan is one of the best Dominican fighters of all time. Said he's an underrated coach and he was an amazing fighter. He said Canelo finna lynch him. Yeah. Don't do that. See, I don't like that shit. Don't do that because I already know real Canelo fans ain't talking that racist bullshit like you. So don't do that. We're not even finna start that shit today. Said Lil Charles about to really put his money where his mouth is, bro. Salute. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. These niggas are crazy in this fucking comment section, man. Hold on. What's going
Yeah.
on, brother?
Yes, sir. What's up, my dog?
Man, you know what I'm doing. I'm doing what I do best, man. Starting this paint this picture of Canelo Alvarez versus Charlo because I already know this shit's about to be a seller. This fight gonna be
Man,
fucking big. I already
man.
know it.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. You know, I'm a big mall fan, but one thing for sure, Mel gonna sell this motherfucker.
He gonna sell it. He gonna talk that shit, and I'm here,
Yeah.
bro. I'm so here. I'm about to be the proudest American ever on the timeline.
And I think you know what's so funny. You know all that shit where motherfuckers be tried to get him and Maul to bash Canelo in public and all that. I think
Yeah,
he played. I think he played the game all the way right because you see when Andre pressed Canelo where that got him. You feel me? Benavidez disrespect him. You see where that got
where I
him.
got him.
Mel played it perfect. You hear me also. So when that time comes around, you ain't got no little ill little in your feelings
Ain't
feelings
no,
about me. Let's
I
go.
respect Canelo. Nah, it's fuck that. This nigga, he gonna talk that shit. Talk
Now
about the
you can
John
go
Ryder.
ham.
Man, do you see after the John Ryder fight, that nigga, he was talking this shit then because he thought, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like in his mind then, he thought like, man, fuck it, I'm probably never gonna get this Canelo fight, so I might as well just say what the fuck been on my mind. Oh man, nigga, that John Ryder fight, boy, I'd have beat the fuck out of Canelo that night. He felt that way for real in his heart.
On me. And they was at the fight. I don't know if that was the Ryder fight, but they posted how him and Maul was whispering to each other. Like he's like, Maul, he's like, Canelo tired. He's like, I'll beat Canelo.
That
Like
was the
that's what he
plant fight.
Okay, it was the plant fight. Okay, I ain't know where that footage was from, but shit, Mel, man, Mel cut from that cloth, man. People be forgetting Mel was around when Floyd was still around, bro. Like Mel
Yeah,
cut
he's
from
been
the
in the game
cloth,
for a minute. That's what I'm saying. Like he paid his due, so that's why I don't be trying to hear no fucking Tim Zoo shit. Because it's like, bro, where the fuck you come from?
bro. Tim Zoo is
Come on,
just a name, bro. Like I said, I respect the Harrison win, and I guess I respect the Ocampo win, but there's a couple other 154s that you could beat before you think you just on male level, bro. So I don't.
man.
And
Because we
then who?
seen what happened to the last 154 nigga who came here talking that. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that shit to Charlo.
I'm telling you, and I love to see Tim Zoo versus the one who got knocked out. I still think he might hurt Tim Zoo, that tall motherfucker. Like I just feel like you just not on male level. I'm just saying all that to say people who saying him ducking Tim is just full of shit, bro. Like how do you duck a man when you going for a greater challenge and a
He been
bigger
in this game
payday?
for
Like that don't
fucking
even
10
make
plus
sense.
years, bro. The fuck you
Yeah,
talking about? It's time to get his fucking just dues.
yeah, man. Like I said, I'm a big Maul fan, but I can't front Mel deserved this shot. You know what I mean? I can't do no fronting on him for real. Even though I think it's a cherry pick gone wrong. You hear me? I think they probably playing him like he's the weaker of the PBC roster in front of him, but he gonna be in for a rude awakening, boy. Cause I got Mel beating him for real, straight the fuck up.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of got Mel beating him more than I had was convinced of Charlo beating him. I mean, a big Charlo, because the mental aspect is there now. That was the only thing that was missing from my pick in the Charlo against Canelo was the mental aspect. Thinking like, man, was he mentally ready for a fight against Canelo? Now, Mel, I know for sure they ain't no fucking slip in his game. He is mentally ready for
No,
this
not
shit.
at all. Not at all. And I didn't even watch that whole interview till yesterday with him and his brother. I watched pieces of it. Yesterday I watched the whole thing. And I'm glad Maul not getting in the ring. I don't know what Cuz got going on, Cuz. I don't know if his wife and but man, I gotta tell you, I went through that shit, bro. That shit is mentally draining, bro. And like, it took a few years off. It took a couple years off what I do, bro. Just cause that shit draining. Like when your kids involved, you dealing with a drama queen, bro. But at this,
I
that
know,
has
and then
nothing
you
to
don't
do
want.
with boxing, bro.
And
You hear me?
what makes it worse with Charlo is like it's not just a regular relationship, so y'all can just be going back and forth or
Yeah,
whatever.
somebody you stuck with.
Y'all both famous and shit, and you already know the media can run with anything, and there's any 5 seconds your ass can get locked up if you yell at
Yeah,
her in
and
public or
them
some shit.
girls know that though. Them girls know that they know that we like are guilty until proven innocent in them cases, so they can trump up any trumped up charge and have the whole women movement against you, have half the niggas against you. You hear me before you could even halfway prove your innocence. But like I said all that to say, after watching that interview, I saw him crying and all that shit. I was like, yeah, cuz you
Yeah,
still kind of going through it, bro. Like Mel didn't have no signs of that. Mel still on some nigga. I'm like, I'm Floyd. I'm like, Mel is a savage, bro. He done said a lot of shit I disagree with, but as far as skill set and just how he earned his and how he stepping, he aligned for sure, and that's gonna be a good fight. They pulled that out their ass though. I sure didn't
they
expect that.
did, and Steven Espinoza walking around the office like he motherfucking King Tut around that bitch.
That nigga so funny for that meme he posted, bro. I was
Yeah,
cracking up.
yeah, I
That little
like that though.
video.
I said I talk my shit about Steven Espinoza, but I give him respect on that shit. He handled business with that, but I ain't gonna get a soul credit to him, man. It took the whole party for that. I know it.
Yeah,
I know it.
they say Ma backed out the fight, but I got a lot of questions. Like, did Mel know this the whole time while he was rocking Tim Zoo like that, or was this really a last minute replacement? Or it's just a lot of questions to that we probably never get the answers to. But regardless, we
They
here now,
said,
bro.
from what I'm reading, they said that Charlo just said he wouldn't be ready for it, and then the little Charlo just said, "Fuck it, I'll do it. I'll take it. I'll fight the
Damn.
nigga."
So is the 3 fight deal? You beat Mel. Here come Maul, and then here come Benavidez. Oh man, that shit. They threw everybody just thought them
Nigga, the
three
way
fights
I'm
was
hearing,
for
nigga,
show.
Benavidez needed. They not even talking about Benavidez, nigga. I feel like Canelo don't even fuck with Benavidez and his pops. Don't
He
even want to
probably
get.
don't, but I'm
Don't
pretty
even want to
sure
get
that
that nigga the
conversation with Al
opportunity.
Heyman, Yeah, that conversation with Al Heyman gonna go totally different when it's time, though. You feel me, on so man? That's the biggest fight to be made, and money speak over everything, bro. And they made it seem like Canelo didn't fuck with PBC at all, but that money talk, bro. And Al got the paper to pay him, so that Benavidez fight is on the table. Canelo ain't finna just come through there and avoid Benavidez. In my opinion, I don't think Al
I
lets
feel
him come
like
to
that
there.
Benavidez shit is the last option if this nigga
It
lose.
is, it is, it is. It is, bro. And I fear for the Benavidez if Charlo win because now what? You feel me? Now you forced to fight Morrell because Canelo, the allure for you fighting Canelo ain't gonna be there as much. I mean, I think it's people still gonna be interested. It's like a Manny Pacquiao thing. Floyd, I mean, Canelo got so many fans. I think they're gonna stick with him regardless. But it does take some of the energy off that fight if he lose.
Yeah, but it's still gonna sell.
Still gonna sell. Flat the fuck out, man. Yeah, though, man. That
But
like I say,
where does fucking Charlo go from here if he win that shit? He stick around at 168? The fuck?
You drop back and fight Spence for undisputed.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
double
happens.
undisputed, man.
What
Al Heyman in
happens?
his
You
bag,
fight,
boy.
yeah, you fight Spence for undisputed, especially if Spence knock out Crawford or beat Crawford in spectacular fashion, where a rematch is damn near not even on the table yet. Like I'm pretty sure Crawford gonna, activate the rematch clause regardless. But I'm saying if he win in spectacular fashion, where it damn near ain't even no clamoring for the rematch. I see Mell and Spence. That's big business in Texas. That's big business.
The craziest
Undisputed versus
outcome if it
undisputed.
the craziest outcome of Spence versus Crawford if it looked like motherfucking what's that fight? Rivera versus Frank Martin, where just like everybody expected one thing, then the one fighter just gave him a one sided ass whipping. That'd be
Flat out.
different. Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. That type of shit makes you not want to see a rematch.
And that's what I wanted. I ain't even lie. I want it to be a rematch if it's a good fight. But if one motherfucker just show dominance, we can move on. Because we waited so long for the fight anyway. If we get a dominant one side performance, I'm cool on a rematch. You know what I mean? But if we get one of them back and forth classes, of course we want to run it back. But now I'm looking at Spence Charlo. Because if Spence could pull off that victory and Charlo could pull that off, man, you know what I mean? People gonna pack Texas for an FBA fight like that for all.
Oh my. Eh, oh shit. I don't know how you got kicked out. Oh, you still in here?
Oh, let me see. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here.
Okay, man. And somebody said on the timeline, a Mexican posted on Facebook, he posted like, man, Canelo fight Charlo, da da da. And then I seen a couple people in the comment section like, man, what is this? This is some bullshit. Da 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 da. And I had to sit him down like, dude, I'm not the biggest Canelo fan in the world, but nigga, I understand that, nigga. This is what we gonna get. We just gonna have to take what we gonna have to take because Canelo's never gonna fight nobody he doesn't have an advantage on. And this is the first time he's fighting a prime undefeated black American in years.
Yeah, especially a one with some real dog in them. You know what I'm saying? Like you
I
fighting
really
Danny
consider
Jacobson.
Charlo undefeated, but you know, it is what it is.
Um, I mean, this is why I feel like they also chose. I mean, if his brother backed out, then that's one thing. But I feel like they chose Charlo because of the draw and the loss to Harrison. Like, I guess they feel like he's more flawed than the others. You know what I mean? But that's a terrible misconception stepping in the ring because that boy can really fight for real. And I just think Harrison was better at the time, and the Harrison style is so much different from Canelo. That's not going to even matter. But I just think they chose him because of those little blemishes on his record. But man, they in for a rude awakening. That
A
boy is
rude
slick.
awakening. I
He
don't
is.
think,
He
and
is.
the thing about Maul, I don't think he will take that sit down type of money. I don't feel like it's in him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The sit down type of money.
I mean that nigga go ahead and let Canelo do his thing, money,
You think Mel would though?
and that's why I had questions, and I don't have them type of questions with Charlo
Okay, with
with Mel
Mel.
Charlo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And not to say that he gonna sell his soul, but I feel like when the digging gets tough, he ain't gonna try to fight. He ain't gonna try to stick around to the end. He'll probably pull up Ryan Garcia type shit, which is fuck it. I got the money. I made it this far. Let me just take this knee. And I don't want to see that from Charlo, especially in the mental state that he's in.
He say, bro, they offered Boo Boo the fight and he priced himself out after Mars said he couldn't do it. I can't see that. I just
Can't see that at all.
I can't see that.
Andre will fight that nigga for fucking $500,000.
Especially the way he been begging shit. He'll give up his whole purse for the way he been begging for that fight. I mean, I don't know where y'all be. Some people be acting like they got sources on the inside. Maybe you do, but that just sound far fetched to me, bro. I just
Man,
can't see it.
speaking of man, Andre dis Canelo, man, and everybody hated that nigga for life. Oh my god.
Look, bro, that's why when Mike Tyson was trying to bait Charlo into calling him a bitch and doing all that shit don't get you no fight. That make a nigga like Canelo salty at you. Cause you're publicly embarrassing him and all that old hoe shit motherfuckers be on. Like, that's why when Mike was trying to get Charlo on it, I'm like, Mike, that ain't gonna get him to fight. Calling Canelo a bitch and all this old shit. Like, that
It's
ain't
because it's
finna.
already been done.
Yeah,
And
like I
seen the
say,
nigga and get the fight.
Andre showed you that nigga Bogart the event. He told him get the fuck out of here and made him a meme with a payday shit. Like they still ain't let this shit go. You feel me? So Canelo and Cruise Control, they picked a decent fight, but this fight might not go the way they thought it was gonna go. And low key, we say that Charlo is the little one, but they really the same size, bro.
I know. He just
And that
one
nigga and
decided to
some big
stick around at
motherfuckers.
one just decided to just stick around at 154. That don't mean he's small for real.
On me, and like they're an inch apart as far as size difference, bro. So if you once you saw Jamal stand next to Bivol, you knew what type of monstrous frames these dudes got. You know what I mean? So he's the bigger
I
man,
know.
so they
Folks
can
is looking
try to
like, oh shit, I thought this nigga was kind of smaller than that. Nigga stepped right
yeah,
next to Bivol and looked the same size.
exactly, bro. And his work rate. See, I'm gonna tell you where I feel like it's gonna happen in the later rounds. Cause Canelo get gassed and shit. Even though Canelo don't be fully winded to where he just stopped fighting in the later rounds, but it seemed like Mel pick up
He
more
gets
energy as
winded
the
where his whole slipping the jab shit, that shit goes out the window. I
yep,
seen it. And
yep.
he reserves his energy to throw them wide ass hooks towards the end.
Yeah, Canelo fighting spurts. Like he fighting spurts where he load up the energy and then just his pop is so official when he do throw something that a motherfucker gonna feel it, but it ain't consistent throughout the entire round. And that's like that every round. I ain't seen Canelo just go a whole round like a Spence where he just go nonstop from the beginning to the end. That ain't his
I
style.
haven't
But
seen that shit since like the Josecito Lopez days. And that's why I be trying to tell people I feel like Canelo was a better fighter back then because he threw way more punches, combinations out of this world. But now it's
yeah,
like,
against motherfuckers like that though.
that's true. That's true. I hear that
He
too.
wasn't throwing them combinations against Triple G like that. Like,
He
and this was
tried.
when
And that's the thing. In the first Triple G fight, man, he tried, man. And then towards the later rounds, he tried to throw them combinations. Them bitches had no steam on it.
yeah, Triple G got a chin too, so he just thought he gonna get him out of there. But it's good it's happening now because, like you say, Canelo's regressing a little bit. Charlo is in his prime. This is
And
gonna be
they
a
the
good
same
fight, bro.
age.
Yeah, and then everybody make it. I was just gonna say, bro, they are the same age. All the motherfuckers are Spence, Charlo, and Canelo. I think the same age for real, bro. They all was born in 1990 or 89 or some old
1990.
shit.
They all born
Yeah,
1990, 1991.
yeah, bro. This ain't no mismatch. I don't want to hear that shit. If Canelo could jump up 5 weight classes to fight, Uzi can get praised. Charlo can jump up 2 weight classes and get
They
praised.
saying
You
that's
hear
a
me?
cherry pick for Canelo in a dumb fight for Charlo, or daring to be great from Charlo.
It ain't that extreme to because they were in the same weight class once, like, and they started there. Like Canelo, he been at 154, and Canelo was at 154. Canelo chose to jump up. Charlo stayed tight and stayed at 154. I think because he knew the opportunities would be there instead of bumping heads with his brother at 160. He just stayed on
Because his
point.
brother had the belt, so it's like, damn, my brother let go of the belt. I can get a belt, both belts, type shit.
Yeah, and Bro can go up to 160 and
Bro,
see.
I've never seen that before. Him and his brother both were champions at 154 at the same time. When
Yep,
he was the IBF and his brother was the WBC.
BC. Yeah, never seen no shit like that. But see, but I will say though, damn, I don't like people saying that Mell is the better fighter. I think Mell is the more proven fighter due to his given opportunities. Like he
That's
was
what
able
I
to
said.
show.
That's what I say, and people be like, "Nah, that's not true." I be like, "Bro, think about it. Look how easy it is for Charlo. There was no side of the street crossing when it came to Charlo fighting for undisputed. Everybody who had a belt was on PBC.
PBC. So it ain't no cross promotions we gotta run. We ain't gotta run no ego contest. Everybody is right here. You know what I mean? So
Everybody
with that,
understood that I'm the A side. It was no problem.
yeah, man. When they got that DAZN shit going on, and then if I'm Espinoza, I'm not putting millions into no fighters like I did the Charlo brothers and just let him go to DAZN for a fight. Like it just, I
That doesn't
feel
make
that
any
even though
sense.
it don't make any sense, that's where the networks have fucked up the game. But you understand it because if I'm a businessman and I'm investing that type of money, I'm not gonna let you go to a lower platform, lower your value, and take away back in on your ass. So I say all that to say that Charlo didn't ever get the fight, and I don't see nobody in the rush to get the green belt. I say this all the time. I never seen a green belt just go so unwanted ever. Like
Ever.
Murata didn't want it. Triple G rather give up the belts than fight that man. You feel me? Like Munguia turned down the fight. Canelo already turned him down. So I don't think he was ever given a chance to show. And they discredit his wins. They give props for Munguia with Derevchenko, but they won't give props for Maul beating the shit out of Derevchenko. Like it's just you can't win with these people, bro. But man, I say all that to say we here now though. So all our little background stories about the shit, it's just they pulled that out their ass with that. I'm waiting on that, but I might go to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
Nigga,
where they
good
gonna
luck
have
with
it.
that. Boy,
Yeah,
good luck with
yeah.
that. Fights like that, you just gonna be at the crib, nigga, because they gonna charge you an arm and a leg.
Man, I'm going through it with the Spence trying to get my homies to go. They just not feeling dropping no 4-5 grand on no Vegas weekend right now. Like it just because we talking about $2,000 tickets. We ain't even got to the travel expenses, and then I'm a party mug, so I'm going to Aria Day party and all that old shit. Like so, it's my homies kind of like, nah, we cool, but if I can get a good ticket, I'm still gonna go. But I'm gonna try to
Nigga,
make both,
every
man.
time I think
Boxing,
about paying for a fight, I always think about what the fuck I had to go through for Wilder versus Fury 3, boy. Nigga, I spent like $600-700 on some tickets thinking, oh, these some good, decent seats. Nigga, I fly out to Vegas, nigga. I'm in the top nosebleed.
right?
I can't see shit. Man, I done paid all this money to get here. Money for hotels. I had to pay for it twice because Tyson Fury canceled. Bro, called off work, PTO, all that shit, man. Like,
Oh,
nigga, and then went there
yeah, that
and
ain't no
bet
good.
went there and bet a fucking rack on Wilder, all types of shit, nigga. Like shit was just wild, nigga.
Damn, L's across the board, bro. Awesome. When I went to Danny Garcia and Spence, I paid a stack for the ticket. This was during COVID too. I,
Oh,
I mean, it was I paid 1,000 for the ticket, bro, and still couldn't. Them niggas look like stick figures to me in my view. I'm scared. I'm staring at the big screen the whole time. I'm like, shit. If I was gonna stare at the Megatron the whole time, I could have stared at my 80-inch Megatron at home. Shit,
the,
fuck that.
the experience art you'll never forget. You right, I'll never forget that shit. That shit was wild, man. I'll never forget that I thought I had fucking 4 grand in my pocket that night after fucking Wilder put Fury on the canvas in that fourth round. Nigga, I thought it was over.
I bet you did, especially when you got money. People don't understand how invested motherfuckers be when they got money on the table. Like I know you thought it was a wrap. Just I
Nigga,
told you.
bro, my heart, bro. I'm smoking to keep my heartbeat from fucking jumping out my chest, nigga. Cause I'm just so excited. Like, man, what the fuck is gonna happen? Man, that shit. Every time we talk about that shit, I end up going deep into that shit. But let's talk about this Charlo, man. Charlo versus Canelo, dude. I'm so surprised that this shit happened like that. I thought that shit was a motherfucking mistake. I thought it was an error when I seen that. I thought Canelo just didn't know which brother he was fighting.
Me too. I thought it was a mistake, and then I was like, they ain't making no mistakes like that. It was one of them type of things. Like that's a hell of a mistake to make. And the whole image with the PBC image, I can see if somebody on Twitter made it. You know what I mean? But for Canelo to post it, I thought it was weird. But then I was like, they don't make mistakes like that. As soon as I saw dude, I forgot the dude Kenneth, brother Kenneth, who directed PBC.
Yeah, I know who you talking about. I met him in person. I know who you talking about.
Seemed like a cool brother. He cool.
Yeah, I met him in person at the
Okay,
Wilder
yeah.
Fury fight. Yeah, he a cool dude.
Yeah, he be showing love and shit. So I immediately, I'm like, "What's up?" He on Mell. I'm on some damn. This ain't no mistake. You hear me? That's
Nigga,
crazy.
I
But
thought what I thought it was I thought if somebody made the graphic and Canelo just like reposted thinking, oh, this is I'm fighting Charlo anyway, so this is Charlo I'm fighting, not thinking that he knew. But then I was just like, I'm questioning like, was this nigga sipping some tequila while
right,
playing golf and
yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't realize?
Nah, that nigga got that bag, and Mell, and I don't understand how people say Mell is cashing out. Like, what the fuck do y'all think this game is about?
This
Prize
nigga
fighting.
chasing great, bro. He already, nigga, he
But we
already
already
did it.
prize fighting, though. We prize fighting, ain't we? Like, who the
This man,
fuck wouldn't get up for
bro,
Canelo? What the fuck?
this man literally is already in the books already. This nigga is what, the first 154 champion? Is that in the four belt era? Yeah, right. First ever. He had to get through
Yeah.
that. He had to get through all them dudes. And I don't care what nobody say, man. Charlo run to 154 was hard. Definitely harder than a lot of people try to discredit him, bro.
That's because they ain't got no marquee name and nobody holding on to their name so hard to where it gives the allure that he's the best motherfucker. All them motherfuckers had to fight each other. See why Canelo up here playing at 168, making motherfuckers, and I'm gonna get on them, but you making motherfuckers jump up to 150 from 154 when you got two killers that number one in your division. See, that's why people will clamor a division because it'll be one motherfucker holding the cards and it make it seem like he that guy, but you ain't running through that gauntlet of other guys. So you just not, I mean, you got the belts, but you're not that guy because you got, I'm talking like Roy Jones. You got the number one guys in your division right there, but you choosing to go elsewhere every time. So
Elsewhere,
I
like
get
you fought Caleb Smith, who
Rocky
immediately
Fielding,
jumped up to
Yildirim,
175 after fighting you. You fought who else? Rocky
Yildirim.
Fielding, Yeardrum,
Yeah, and they
Rocky
said he was a
Fielding.
mandatory. When people defend the Yildirim shit, that's when I know they're Canelo stand, and I digress because that nigga came off a loss and a 2 year layoff, but all of a sudden he becomes the WCBC mandatory. Come on, bro.
Nigga,
Y'all.
I was at Yeardrum's fight, bro, against Morel. Me against what's his name? Darrell in Minneapolis. Nigga, I did not think for 1 second that the person that's getting his ass whipped in this ring will be fighting Canelo Alvarez. Not 1 second at all.
Oh, he played the game rough, but I'm so glad Eddie came out and said what he said about Canelo lose money for the zone. Like he said it in bitterness, so people gonna make it seem like he's doing the Oscar thing. But he had to protect the truth at first because he didn't want Canelo to go nowhere. But the truth is, motherfuckers tired of overpaying you for them bum ass fights. And if you got a 3 fight deal, you gotta fight somebody for real, bro.
You
That's
heard
why they
Hearn? Did you hear Hearn?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad Hearn said that shit. Like to kind of expose the myth that he just some big money generator. Like, bruh, everybody got to fight somebody right now.
You
This
have to fight.
this world of
I've never heard,
streaming, you got to fight somebody.
and that's why I feel like Canelo. People like, oh, Floyd Mayweather messed up the game. Floyd May. I feel like Canelo really messed up the game because he used a fighter that's getting paid the biggest bag to fight niggas who are not even worth it. And I feel like that inspired other fighters to be like, hold on, man, I don't want to have to fight what's his name from Who Gives a Fuck a Stand for 100K, and that nigga got punched like a motherfucking horse. I don't want to fight that nigga when I can be fighting a bum that nobody know for fucking 10 million, 5 million, 30
But
million.
it's like people who put it on Floyd ain't follow Floyd's whole career because you definitely ain't talking about money. You definitely ain't talking about Pretty Boy if you talking about who started some type of negative trend. So you ain't talking about Pretty Boy. So if you talking about Money May, you still got to include a Canelo in there because he fought a Canelo. So Canelo ain't doing that. Like so, I think when they say Floyd did start a bad trend, but it was later in his fucking career. At the height of his career, he fought every motherfuckers, undefeated Haddons, the Corrales. It's just like I don't be wanting to hear that shit. Canelo has strategically, I give props to Eddie Reynoso so hard for strategically picking fighters for Canelo, picking them at their certain points. Cause nigga, he fought Khan. The nigga fight at 168 and fought Khan at one point. Like I just don't see that
At a
shit.
catch weight
Yeah, shit
and
like that so see
rehydrated
through.
super crazy. Nigga, con punches for
Yeah.
like nothing to that nigga.
Even when he fought Cotto, he came in weighing hella up. You know, he came in overweight Cotto on his
Bro,
later years. And
if you look at that fight, go look at pictures from that fight, you would think that these motherfuckers are it's Photoshop. Cause ain't no way this big ass fucking light heavyweight fighting this welterweight. That's what the fuck it looked like.
yeah, he's just like a tank at the time, and it seemed like Cotto punches was just bouncing off of him and had no effect on him. Like, damn, bro. But like like the men in the comments say, Money May fought competition. So, but he did start getting strategic. But Floyd was 36, 38 with brittle hands. I am gonna play it strategic. I didn't prove everything
See,
there is to prove, and I
they
still
try
fought
to build
Job.
Canelo as the next Floyd because Look at the people he was fighting at the time. He's fighting Mosley, Cotto. He tried to fight Pacquiao. They tried to make Canelo versus Pacquiao. But Manny Pacquiao was like, hell nah. This motherfucker
Yeah,
way too
that was
big for that.
smart. That nigga's huge. Same nigga trying to fight M'Baku at 200 pounds, man. That shit crazy, man.
That nigga said, hell no. But Charlo, he got some balls, man.
Charlo, and like y'all say, that y'all biggest trip was Big Maul not being ready. This no excuse for this guy right here. Like he ready. Like now I'm wondering that hand injury too, because Al Heyman they playing so many chess games on
Yeah,
us,
now
bro.
that bro,
If
I seen
was he
other
even
people
injured?
saying that. Niggas saying like, hold on now, was your hand even injured to begin with?
I mean, if I had something like that upcoming, shit, my hand injured too. Shit, fuck
Nah, I
Zoo.
think what I think really happened, I think his hand was really hurt, and he did have a fight date with Tim Zoo. But that Canelo bag just came around the corner, nigga, and nothing's really signed and sealed until it's fucking finally there. That's what I feel like.
Yeah. I definitely give Mel props for taking this fight, even though it's a fight you better take as much as you've been screaming for. But I give him more of a shot. And I know, dude, be kind of tripping a little bit, which I don't know why he blocked you, but I do gotta give props to Champ Side. Champ Side got Jamel number one pound for pound, and he kind of been screaming this fight for like a year or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some people aren't as shocked as others. I'm personally shocked because I thought it was Maul. But you got people out here who been kind of clamoring for Mel to kind of finally get his shot. Now let's see what ESPN doing with the pound for pound rankings. What he once he beat Canelo. The shit they might not. They might take Canelo
They're gonna
off the
have to make
list
a new
before the fight.
category for Charlo
Yeah,
if he beat Canelo, man.
yeah, because that's amazing if he could pull that off and have all eight
Charlo
belts.
Charlo beating Canelo is more impressive than Bivol beating Canelo.
Is this a bigger fight than Spence Crawford?
Um, yes, it is
Man,
because of
I
because
thought it was just me. I'm like, why am I more excited about this than I am
Spence
Spence
Crawford.
Crawford?
I'm super excited for this fight, dude. And
I
I
wonder
get
what people think in the chat, man. Ask your folks if they think this bigger,
yeah.
man.
What y'all think? What's the bigger fight, Canelo versus Charlo or Spence Crawford?
Yeah, we don't know why the fuck he did that. Some of these guys be weird. Like Tay Jones
What?
blocked me for no reason. No, he talking about why Champ Side blocked me on some bullshit. I was
Yeah,
just
he
saying that
blocked me
sometimes they
because
be
I said something
weird.
about his pound for pound list. I wasn't tripping over the Terrence Crawford and Spence being number one and number two, but this nigga had Yugas on there, and I'm like, nigga, hell no. And I just laughed at that, like, nigga, you really put this out and said, nigga,
But
Yugas,
a
that's
motherfucker
it.
gotta block you for you got a difference of opinion. Like, I mean, I guess that's why a few motherfuckers got me blocked. But I don't know, bro. It's just like I thought that's
I
what we was
know.
here to.
I ain't
Yeah,
say this nigga a bitch ass nigga. He a sucker. He a
yeah.
coon. I ain't say nothing
I
like
didn't
that.
call people worse names and didn't
Than
get
that,
blocked. You feel me on some shit? That
bro,
nigga.
nigga. There's people in my fucking DM that fucking cuss me out all types of shit that I ain't blocked. I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. You won't say that shit to my face though, but it is what it
Yeah,
is.
nigga, boxing ego got me blocked. Tay Jones. Oh man, and these people who I don't even have no combos with. It just so sometimes these cats be weird. But anyway,
What
I say all that
I
to
feel like they just don't want to get into a situation where they have to challenge you verbally because they take that type of shit to heart if you able to make them look like a fool online or something.
yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm a Champ Side fan, but I'll be reading through his little lives, and sometimes he so arrogant that if he wrong, he don't like being called out. I mean, I remember he interpreted something that Spence said that was totally wrong, and motherfucker got on him. And he straight got mad and started blocking him. I'm like, cuz weird, like bro, you just was wrong. We are wrong sometimes. Even when I
I
posted
know.
Thurman. Yeah, Thurman ain't headline on pay-per-views. You got on me. Did I block you for saying, what I mean? Just silly shit. But I say all that to say, man, this fight is just got me just feeling like, damn, bro. Like Spence Crawford is the one I've been waiting on, but I guess since it's such a surprise and it's such a challenge, and this, I don't know. Maybe it's the newness of the news. Maybe I've been waiting on Spencer Crawford. Maybe it's not a bigger fight. Maybe we just been waiting on Spencer Crawford so long that we finally got it. That we kind of like, okay, we got it, and this
I
kind of
feel like
popped up
we'll
out
be
of
super
nowhere.
excited fight week
Yeah,
because right now I feel like it's just we've been led astray so long. It's like niggas really don't have no faith until these niggas is really like looking at each other face to face on that scale.
yeah. I mean,
Like
so
kind of like
I'm
that Ryan
wondering.
Garcia fight because let's be real, that Ryan Garcia versus Tank was supposed to be a lot. I know it's bigger on the numbers as everybody's saying like, oh yeah, but to us hardcore fans, it wasn't like what we was expecting before because it took so fucking long.
But on the contrary, I never thought Ryan Garcia was on Tank's level anyway, so I was never hyped about that fight at
Me
no
too.
point. Like
Me
even when
too.
they got it, even when they got announced, I'm like, okay, good for the casuals, y'all get something, and good for Tank because he get a payday. But in my heart, I'm like, this not nothing as a boxing purist I'm excited about. I know Ryan Garcia can't fuck with this man, like you know what I mean. But in these cases, we got 50-50 fights. And I think this Canelo and Charlo, I would give Canelo a slight edge, maybe 55-45. You know what I'm saying? Just because I do gotta give him respect of being Canelo. But this fight, I did see some odds. It was like plus 150 for Charlo. So obviously, I ain't the
I
only
feel
person
like they,
thinking it's
bro.
close.
Let's be real, man. I be saying this all the time. I feel like nostalgia be kicking folks' ass when it comes to Canelo, man. I honestly feel like we looking at Canelo in his final days. That whole Ryder performance, and it's not even just his last performance. It's his last three performances. Last four, if you want to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not looking like
I
spectacular.
didn't see nothing spectacular against, of course, Bivol. I didn't see nothing spectacular in Triple G last fight. Because for real, man, Triple G, I just think he took the manila envelope because I'm like, throw punches, cuz like if you throw punches, you can win this fight because it ain't like Canelo just dog walking you out here. Like even the second fight where people make it seem like Canelo walked him down, he really didn't for real.
That
Like that was
second, the second fight is more of a draw, in my opinion.
more of a draw, man. Triple G won the first fight. The
First fight,
second fight
second fight
was a
was a
draw.
draw.
Man, I'm
That's
telling
how
you,
I
bro.
see
That
it.
third fight, you can give Canelo that because Triple G just, I don't know, I guess he's 40 something. I don't know. He wasn't throwing shit for real. But point being made is Canelo ain't looked so impressive and then they're gassing. That's why a nigga like Spencer give him problems because that gassing gonna be a problem when you against motherfuckers who ain't gassing. Like,
And that's why
yeah,
I've
you
been trying to,
flat footed.
bro. And there's so much evidence of it too. So much evidence, bro. It's you can't hide it from boxing fans who watch boxing at a certain level. Like even his sparring partners, Canelo's sparring partner came out, and it hasn't been debunked yet. He came out and said, "Man, I sparred Canelo. That nigga quit in like the third round." And he said, "I was too tired. He's too tired to fight." And I said, "What?" The dude really said he was like disappointed because he believed the hype that everybody was saying, like, "Oh, this guy's, he the shit. He this, and that." And then he tried to get some work with him, and he noticed that the gas tank wasn't there.
Canelo's an old 34. You know, I will say that Canelo has had 60 fights and Canelo has been on the big stage for a long time. If Canelo retired before all this, I wouldn't have been mad. Like, I mean, not saying I would have desired more, but he do got a lot of miles on his tank, bro. You feel me? And that's
Bro,
going to
them
get
training
exposed.
camps,
He won't make these three fights without an L.
nigga. Imagine having training camps since you was 15, bro.
Nigga, I
Cutting
think he
weight,
went pro
gaining
at
weight.
15. Yeah, he went pro at 15, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a
That
long.
wear and
That's
tear on your body. That's why he can't
yeah.
run no more.
And even a nigga like Loma, who probably been in the game just as long, ain't got that many miles because he ain't got that many pro fights. That amateur shit saved him to where he can have a good 1 through 12 against a Devin Haney at his age. Like Canelo ain't finna fight like that. Like he ain't finna have that burst of energy against man. Charlo gone. I believe skill wise, Big Maul poses a bigger threat, but due to inactivity and just action, I feel y'all not going big martyr, but as far as that footwork and moving around the ring and getting stronger as the rounds go on, Mell is more of a problem than what they trying to make it seem. I'm reading online where people just like even
That's why I'm
Canelo fan.
surprised. I'm actually surprised that he took this fight. And now look, people looking at it like, oh, the weight, the weight. That's why he took the fight. But I'm looking at it like, nigga, like still, because what if he go up in weight and he looking like the same he looked at 154?
And
Then what?
Muhammad Ali said, pound for pound is the best at any weight class. If you put so and so in this weight class would he beat so and so in that weight class.
That's
So
how I look at it too, bro.
that's
That's
what
how I
Muhammad
look at it
Ali
too.
said pound for pound was. That's why I be giving Usyk a lot of props too. I can't say he just a beat of Shakur Stevenson, but his skill set and who he's beaten has let me know you are somebody to be reckoned with. And you
You
know what I'm
think he
saying?
can beat a
Any
better
weight
dude at
class.
175?
I think, yeah, yes,
Because
sir.
then he didn't
I think,
Bivol didn't better be whoop his ass in the amateur stopped him.
man, that amateur's different, bro. I just,
I don't know.
I
It's
don't know.
different when you getting stopped though. Not because
Yeah,
you get
it is.
outpointed. You
No,
got
I feel
stopped.
that too.
A lot
I
better
feel I
dude.
was just gonna say better BF power. I don't know if it goes up to cruiserweight or heavyweight, but if somehow Uzi was to go down, skill set he could beat him, but power wise, like you say, that's in that department. But on just straight skill set, Jamel Charlo is equally, if not more skilled than Canelo Alvarez when we talk about overall boxing talent.
I
You know
say
what I mean?
overall,
Like,
because what is having all these skills if you don't even have the gas tank to support it?
but he don't got Canelo's flat footed. Canelo fights in spurts. Um, Canelo jab ain't as active as Jamel. Like I would say, Jamal jab probably one of the best, but Jamel got an active jab, bro. And like you say, if you ain't got a gas tank to accommodate all those skills you allegedly have, then shit, what good is it come eighth, ninth round against a motherfucker who's getting progressively stronger and more active as the rounds go on? You know. So what? So you got Mel with a decision, or you got Mel putting the beats on him?
I got Mel putting the beats on him that it's gonna go to a decision. I just feel like Canelo just got a strong chin,
Yeah,
but I feel like Mel gonna hurt him a lot in that fight, especially catching him with them uppercuts that he hit Tony Harrison with and Castano with.
yeah, yeah. Man, like that one clip you just posted talking about the art. You see how that nigga was moving, like, and
And
then
and I
Canelo
don't know
don't
if you was
fight
on when I
like
was
that.
talking about that.
Canelo. Oh yeah.
I was talking about Guzman, his second trainer. Hold on. That shit right here. Just like, man, that is some like when they say Matrix, nigga, that's the Matrix, nigga.
That's the Matrix.
Fuck y'all
That's
shit
the
talking about.
Matrix.
That's the Matrix, nigga. When you're able to look at a nigga throwing punches and you can dodge him, still look at him and punch him, counter.
Ha- but let me ask you this: hasn't Jamel been dropped before?
I think he has.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I think one of his early fights back in the day.
One of his early fights, I think I saw a clip of him getting dropped. That is my only concern. That is my only the power department. Like I know you are a beast at 154, but Canelo has taken shots from a Bivol. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not saying Bivol the heaviest hitter at 175, but still, he's eating those shots, and he never really looked
I don't know,
buckle.
man. Some guys be smaller and have more power than bigger dudes. And I feel
True,
like that's
true.
due to like the fast twitch muscles and how you throw a punch too. Look how Charlo slept this nigga Coda, Jorge Coda. 1-2 down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo be getting hit with that 1-2.
And they got nice uppercuts in Canelo. You saw where Ryder kept getting off.
Man, I'm looking for this clip on Twitter, man, where somebody like put together all the highlights of Ryder just putting in work. Nigga, it made Canelo look like average. Like, dude, you letting this nigga slip them sneaky uppercuts in there? And I know that dude don't got power like that. So I was just thinking in my head, imagine nigga with some real power slipping them uppercuts multiple times. Not just one time, multiple times.
To be honest, it takes Charlo 2 fights to win one against you. That ain't pound for pound. You sound like that boy who got cooked on Twitter yesterday. Please don't do that, bro.
What'd he say?
Please.
What'd he say?
Your man boxing plug Dave. He just dropped his comment. He said it takes Charlo 2 fights to win one against you. That ain't pound for pound. And he sound like the dude Dan who they cooked yesterday on Twitter the dude who worked who came on there and said the 150 pound, the 154 division ain't nothing, and since he struggled in fights, he can't give him pound for pound on the pound for pound ranking. Like every fighter in the world ain't struggled. Like stop it. You know what I
Nigga, you're
mean?
struggling when you're fighting tough competition.
Top kids, exactly. Everybody ain't you know what I mean? And even with the Harrison fight, I feel like Charlo kind of won that fight for real.
And
Like,
that's
I
what I
mean,
said. And that's what I said. But I'm like, hey, it is what it is. But then
yeah.
look what he did. He came back and got his revenge. Look at the fight with fucking Canelo and Triple G. Nigga, he went back with Triple G. And they still say he lost in that fucking fight.
And he lost to Laura. Shit, let's
Like,
not
what
get
are we
me
talking
going on
about?
Canelo shit, man. Canelo lost to Laura, in my opinion, lost to Triple G. Motherfucker, you know, but he's still on the pound for pound list. Like when you fighting him, and I give Canelo credit for that because he didn't have to fight neither one. You feel me? So since he did, and it was a rough fight, I mean, if you give him pound for pound props, you still got to give him Mell his. I don't think that's fair when y'all pick and
I
choose.
definitely
And
give. I think Mel's run undisputed is way more tougher than Charlo. This nigga Charlo fought niggas from different cultures, not just black, white. He fought both of them. Different cultures. Haitian nigga, black American, Dominican, Russian. All these type of dudes. Canelo went in there and fought straight white dudes. Straight white dudes for the belt. Won the belt, two belts on one night because the section of bodies fucking with him.
yeah, when we fought Callum Smith, that was for two belts, wasn't it?
Two belts in one night against a nigga who had like 3 weeks to train for you. Where they do that at?
Shit, whoever Canelo dropping that bag, you hear me? Let's see, he
Yeah, nigga,
say,
that's what I'm saying. Like, come
I'm
on now.
being 154. Like I don't know if you caught it earlier, bro. 154 is a stacked division. They just don't have no marquee name or somebody who holding the crown like he's the god. They all fighting each other, so you can discredit 154, but that's one of the stacked divisions, and they actually fight each other. Even at 135, and people who y'all clamor like at 135, they ain't fighting each other like they should. For real, they get
Nigga,
it
that
in, but not like
154
they
gauntlet,
should.
the little tournament that they had, the Hurd versus Williams, Tony Harrison versus Charlo, Lubin versus
Yeah,
Charlo, Rosario versus
Rosario.
Williams.
Yeah,
Nigga, I
man,
don't
quit
care what
playing.
nobody said. Nigga, that was a war, bro.
That
That
was
was
a time to be alive on PBC, man. That
mm.
was a nice little and see 140, and they really they wasn't doing number, they was doing that 147, but since we know the names, since
Dude,
147 is more of a glamour division,
Al Heyman can have pulled Charlo and Hurd to the side and had them niggas fight nothing but straight bums until
and
they
built
fight
their
each other.
name up. Right, right.
No, but they had these
Instead,
niggas fight niggas like Trout, motherfucking J Rock. Who else? Rosario. Rosario went in there and snatched that belt from fucking J Rock after J Rock had the best performance of his life.
for real. And man, J Rock, man, shout out to J Rock for doing a good job, man. He definitely dispelled that whole Adonis boogeyman shit. But Adonis, y'all,
He
man,
definitely did.
yeah, man, get the fuck out of here. I just wish his gas tank was a little, you know, had a little more life. But like you say, them life bars never come back. And he done went through some wars. That ass whooping he took from Hurd is just no. The ass whooping he took from who did he
Rosario.
fight after Rosario? Man, that was that take life up off you. You feel me on some, and then
Even in that Hurd fight, he was getting punched, but he was
a
able to
lot.
weather the storm.
He was
And
just a
Hurd a
better
big
boxer
puncher.
than her. Yeah, he was just a better boxer than her. You know what I mean? Like her been exposed by Laura and Harrison for real. He was just so big for the weight class that he could just maintain the storm and end up finishing them niggas late. But skill wise, J Rock is just on a
Was in a
good level. Yeah, yeah.
different level with that shit. With that performance, that's like one of the performances you can put in like boxing, like
Bro, I've
Holocaust type
never
shit.
seen
Like,
a
you know what I'm saying?
highlight. I've never seen highlight footage by PBC 18 minutes long. Like that's how good that fight was.
That
You
was a
know
fucking banger,
they
bro. And
shortchange you
I
with
was
like two
rolling with
minutes of
Hurd in that
highlights
fight.
and shit.
I was
Yeah,
rolling with Hurd in that fight. I'm thinking, oh, Hurd just went through fucking Laura. Nigga, he about to definitely run through this nigga Williams. Nigga, Williams went in there and started boxing. I said, oh shit.
them hometown fights a motherfucker too,
I
man. People
know,
don't be
bro.
that pressure, man. Be serious,
And
but
and I was following Hurd, so I didn't seem like he was giving out tickets and all that shit around that time, dude. It felt like he was more, and then his coach even said it because he fired his coach after because his coach kind of exposed it afterwards. He was just like, man, he wasn't even focused in that fight for real, wasn't even training for real, thinking he about to just run through dude.
And how can y'all say 154 ain't stacked when you all thought that the motherfucking Tower Terror nigga was finna run the division and got his ass cracked? Like that division is what it is, bro. It ain't no one mug that's standing out. Cause y'all swore that boy Fundura was finna come for Charlo. Niggas was swearing
Yep.
up and down that boy was coming for Charlo and got his ass rocked. Now I want to see Brian Mendoza against somebody else. Like that's 154 was just full of smoke. I don't. It ain't no marquee names, and I think that's why I get the little grief it get as far as nobody's at the division, bro. But you got motherfuckers who at the at divisions where it's plenty of smoke and ain't fighting. So I don't be really trying to respect
I
that. Like you
hate
got
I hate what Eddie Hearn did to that middleweight division, boy.
the middleweight division has always been a weird division as far as just like they criticized Roy Jones at that division because it wasn't a lot of names there when he was there. Even when Triple G run was official, they criticized him because it just that weight class just be I don't know what goes on, so they don't
Niggas be
do it no
scared to fight in
justice.
that weight class because that weight class is dangerous. Niggas, you never know who you gonna come in there. You can fight a big ass 160, or you can fight a small 160 pounder.
Yeah, but they ain't done it no justice, like you say, over the past years by continuing to not make good fights, and
And
they
Triple
need to
G
just.
too, man. We got to keep
That's
talking.
why I get a blame too. That's why I get a blame too. You could have been fought Charlo, but you waited out just to fight Canelo on some bum ass fights. It just, I don't know, man. I hate Charlo didn't get his shot. I mean, it ain't all his fault, but that division is just trash, and with him being the belt holder there, it just make him seem like trash. But it ain't, bro. They just ain't providing those fights for us. You know what I mean? Like, mm-hmm.
You think
But
Adama's about to be the champion? I think they're gonna fuck around and strip Charlo and give Adamas the belt if Charlo don't fight him.
it got to be. The only thing I could imagine, bro, they know what Charlo going through. Like I'm pretty sure he's met with Suleiman and Heyman and everybody. And I feel like it gotta be a good reason they letting him keep that strap. I haven't seen them let somebody keep a strap that long in a minute. Like,
I thought it
you know
was
what I mean?
to secure the Canelo bag, but now I'm looking like if he can't do that, they looking like man. But what Adama's gonna do? Adama's gonna bring the company money.
Fuck no. Nah. If I'm still trying to lure Triple G over to PBC if I'm Al Heyman them. I'm still trying to get a Charlo just because name recognition, because it does nothing for him to beat Adonis. Nothing except purists who want to act like Adonis is all that, man. That nigga J Rock probably got that. Well, both of them niggas probably pissing black piss all week from that fight they had last week. You know what I mean? Like, shit, it just, Adonis ain't who they cracked up to be. So I would like to see Maul get a name. I don't, let me speak on this, bro. Don't bring Andrade up to me, bro. Like, not you. I'm talking about anybody, bro. He is just not in the fucking conversation, bro. Like, not at all, dog. He ain't got.
They keep on bringing him up like he just like see your guy Andre, nigga Andre, his old man,
He just black. That's all they say that for, bro. They
and
just
he
because
not
because
Andre,
he.
not even not to say he less than or anything like that, but this nigga not even FBA. To be honest, let's be real.
What is he? What is he, bro?
He
I ain't
from
if I thought he was.
he from Cape Verdean,
Oh, they say
like
he one
Amber
of them island
Rose.
niggas. Yeah, yeah. Hey, nah, he black, man. That nigga grew up in Massachusetts
Yeah,
somewhere, man.
yeah.
That
Look
nigga
at
black,
him. But
man.
go on his page. You see nothing but Cape Verdean flags, my guy. None to
Oh,
say nothing
okay.
wrong with that,
No,
but
no,
I'm
I
just
feel
saying,
that
like,
it's
yeah,
all way up to indigenous, but at the same time, I feel what you're saying. You know what I mean? But I just get tired of motherfuckers bringing him up in the conversation with Charlo. He's not Charlo, bro.
he
And if
not.
y'all say Charlo ain't fought nobody, who the fuck is Andre fought? Was his biggest win was against Scott Quigley and Willie Nelson? The fuck out of here, bro. We got Derbynchenko, Carl Ball, Trout, Kate, all motherfuckers, J Rock, all on Charlo resume, bro. Like, quit disrespecting that man, bro. Like, y'all be killing me with that. Like, he's a good fighter. I ain't saying he's not nobody to speak of, but in this conversation of this three Canelo fight, he doesn't even exist. He needs to get in there with Plant. He needs to get in there with somebody. Get in there with Morrell if you got the balls. Now that's the fight. How about that? Morrell and Andre.
Oh yeah, but bro, and that's the thing,
That's the
man.
fight.
Niggas looking at Morel like, bro, I don't care what nobody say.
Quickly. I said Quigley,
I'd be
bro.
scared of. Not saying I'd be scared, but I wouldn't be quick to get in the ring with Morel after seeing what he did to both of them niggas, man. We didn't even get the health update on the last nigga.
So you bring up Sulecki, he's a bum when Charlo finna fight him, but he's part of Andre resume. Nah, bro, stop that. That dude ain't Willie Nelson not that guy, Quigley not that guy. None of them, bro. He needs to fight somebody for real before y'all keep putting him up there with Charlo. Charlo got real reputable mugs. Like,
Man,
stop
I feel
doing
like if
that, bro.
Charlo should have been took him out though. I put the blame on Charlo for that too, man. You should have
When he
been
was
took
at
that
the
nigga out.
zone, he ran to the zone. Eddie Hearn did what Eddie Hearn do, dangling a motherfucker over their head like he did Ryan Garcia with Prograde. Like Eddie Hearn be reeling motherfuckers in with his little marquee fighter, how he did Berlanga, how he did Andre, bro. Be promising these people these fights, and then you come over there and don't get it. Andre should have
My
just
dude Gritty said, "What the fuck is Bilago gonna do now?"
that nigga screaming for Mungia. I'm like, yeah, that's the best bet. That's the best. That's all they got for him for real. But if I'm him, I try to expedite these fights with Eddie Hearn,
He
quickly
talking about
get
he
back
want to
in
fight.
the.
They talking about they making him Benavidez mandatory some shit or however that works.
I think this is where we see Eddie start to buckle as far as letting some fighters go to Showtime to get their wreck off. Because if that fight happens, you know it ain't gonna happen on the zone. So you might well let go Belanga go over there and see if he can be great. You know what I'm saying? Like because other than that, you really don't got nothing for him. It's so funny to see Eddie
But
stutter over them words in these interviews, boy. You know he got a mouth. You hear me on him, boy, but that boy can't get his words out with all these questions coming at him about this Canelo shit. You hear me? He
oh
just
man, he trying to, and then he wants to hold his tongue, but he can't hold his tongue because he really want to say, well, Canelo, he ain't making no money for the company anyways. Da, da, da. He want to say that shit, but niggas gonna be like, damn. So I'm thinking, no. So remember how they paraded the Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders and how it had 80,000, 70,000 people in attendance? You mean to tell me
yeah.
you had all these people in attendance and y'all ain't make no money?
Probably giving them tickets away for $20 at the day of the fight. You feel me? No, that's the same people who bring up that AJ shit with Wilder. Like, bruh, it's easy to pack 89,000 people when y'all charging $20 a head. Shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it's a reason they had them fights in Vegas. 10,000 a ticket and 8,000 a ticket and shit. Y'all up here selling y'all all the general admissions for $30 a pop, of course. You know what I mean? But your man Ghost on here, my bad, Art. Your man really riding for Andre on here, man. He is hilarious, bro. So you mean to tell me Derevchenko, Korobov, and Trout, all these people aren't better than who you just named? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop it.
It's true, man. This guy, and I like Andre fighting style, but it's just like, nigga, you got to a point where you couldn't get the Canelo fight. Now you got to make other waves. You got to, nigga, I'd be pressing that Benavidez door like Morel doing.
Both of them, Benavidez and Maria, that's who you go for. And if y'all so tripping on Charlo and he's so inactive, why y'all rooting for Andre Charlo? Tell him
You
go
know what
fight them
I think's gonna,
dogs.
you know what I think we gonna see though? Andre versus Plant.
I like that. I like that. I got him beating Plant. Got him beating Plant.
I think we gonna see that.
I hope it ain't no 22 fucking inch foot ring though. God damn.
Oh
You
yeah,
hear me?
that ring. Who gonna be the A side in that fight, Plant?
Plant. Plant.
Yeah,
Plant
so
headline the pay-per-view. Gotta
that
get
ring gonna
that.
be bigger. That ring gonna be big.
Yeah, at least 20, man. That 22 by 22 when he fought didn't Benavidez like a goddamn football field. That shit was
I
crazy.
know that man was trying to run for his life up in there, boy.
Yeah, man. It just
What would
man,
you
it's
do
just
though?
so much
You
going on.
know,
And
Sugar Ray.
and and the chick who oh, my bad, the chick from TGB, she said this ain't even the second half of their calendar. That's what she just tweeted. What? What do y'all got planned? You hear me? If y'all ain't done pulling out
Bro,
tricks
I'm
out
not gonna
y'all
lie
bag,
to
what
you.
the fuck?
PBC, they've been putting some money in my pocket and keeping me busy, bro. Cause you know me,
That's what's up.
I draw these fights every time, and I just been drawing back to back. It's like, man, the Spence, Benavidez. I made some shit for Anui, all that, even just boxing in general. Cause he got throwing that Haney Loma. I did really good with that Haney Loma.
Mm-hmm. All that shit has a ripple effect, bro. When boxing is thriving and putting on the good fights, everybody who playing a part get a ripple down effect, bro. And I'm glad you're getting your bag off this shit because you fully invested not only as a fan but as a businessman. You feel me? So shit, shout out to the
When
business.
big fights are happening, I'm getting paid.
But shit, I can't see them. I can't see them not getting Andre Plant, Benavidez, and Morrell be busy, not getting busy by the end of the year.
They
So we
got to
might
make
as
that
well be
168
expecting
division like
something.
the. They got to make it like the 154 division.
With Canelo there, they can do that because now they have a prize at the end of the rainbow. You feel me on some as far as pause, you know what I'm saying? But as far as building those names up to something, because a lot of it was just us boxing purists, like motherfucker screaming Andre Charlo, they don't do nothing for they don't move the needle in boxing. But for purists, that's a great fight. But with Canelo being like at the top of the pyramid now, all these fights mean a little more because it's getting closer to the big fight. You know what I mean? So
Now we looking at
I think
like
they're gonna use that to really clamor up the division and make them motherfuckers names because they already got two nice names. Benavidez and Charlo. I mean, Benavidez and Canelo got decent household names now. Now they build up Morrell and Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna be nice.
really think about it, bro. When happened in the history of boxing that the 147 champion is projected to fight the 168 champion? What the fuck?
Andre is A side when it come to Plant. Okay, I'm done. Ghost. Continue. Or my bad. I'm reading
Yeah,
comments
I'm
as we
saying,
go.
I'm
My
saying, I'm
bad.
saying. Hear me out. When has it in the sport of boxing where the 147 welterweight champion is projected to fight the winner of a 168 fight? Exactly, man. Never. Oh, shit, man. I can't wait, man. I think Canelo, he probably bit a lit more than he can chew, and I really feel like he was backed into a corner with this PBC deal. Because where else would Canelo go right now if it's not against somebody from the PBC? Where would he go right now? We already seen with that Badu Jack situation. That made him look real crazy in the light. So I feel like he had no other choice but to get this bag and fight on PBC. Might as well.
And like you say, that was the only motherfuckers who was gonna pay him like that.
Yeah, like who else was gonna pay him like that? Let's be
30
real.
minutes. If the zone backed out, you know Bob wasn't going for it. You hear me?
I
Also, we ain't
bet
even
you,
got nobody for you. Like Bob wasn't going.
I bet you Canelo went to Arum, meet to Hearn, and Hearn wasn't even talking about that type of shit. And I don't even think Bob Arum would even talk. Bob Arum got nothing to bid for Canelo because who the fuck does he
Yeah.
have?
And Bob, so at his little like wits in with everything, he playing up with off strictly off the back end. He ain't motherfucker finna get no $30 million. Ain't nobody, especially after that Fury shit went how it went. Ain't nobody finna get no $100 million deal from me.
Hell nah,
Shit,
this nigga.
fuck
I
yeah.
gave this nigga
Especially if I ain't got
$100 million.
nobody.
Now this nigga can't even come back to the country. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I ain't giving nobody shit. You hear me on some? Hey, but I forgot. Jared Anderson fight tonight, bro.
I'm
And
watching that.
I, oh, of course, I just watched the interview with him and Roy Jones. It made me respect him so much more. It's like my nigga was gonna cry when he was talking about the pressure on him. He like, damn, Roy, I'm just 23. Like you could, I hope he get over that like real quick because he don't want this spot that he in, but he's he just 23 though, like he said though. It is a lot of pressure to
Nigga,
be.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. That make I get it, bro. You're 23, you're young, the whole weight of the world on your shoulder. There's 100 black men that came before you. You know what I'm saying? That paved the way for you, nigga. And we gotta see you show and prove. But it's like, nigga, if your heart and your head is not in this game, get out. Because this is not no shit you can be halfway in, bro. You can go in there and get your brains punched in, nigga, if you're not serious, bro. We seen it. And I feel like with that this whole Charles Martin fight, everybody writing Charles Martin off and say, oh, he a bum
I'm
and all
not.
that.
He looked in shape.
Nigga, bro, this is the
I'm looking
heavyweight
at him. I'm
division.
like, okay.
This is the heavyweight division, my guy. You can go in there and get your ass kicked by old man. What the fuck? Because the last thing to go is that motherfucking power, nigga.
I swear. And then he got that left hand. Like he's southpaw. Like people, I think Jared Anderson southpaw too. But it's still just a difference when you don't see that so often. You see how Haney. I know I hate to be throwing Haney in the mix,
Nah,
but you
go ahead.
see
Speak on it.
when you see when a southpaw get inserted in the chat. If you don't fight that a lot, that's a different angle coming at you the whole fight. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. My dude Ghost said Mike Tyson was 19. Exactly. Like, bro, you coming from, look at the Black American greats before you. Niggas was fighting at 18, 19, undisputed at 20 years old. Like, these brothers wasn't playing. Mike Tyson, and that I hate to just use Mike Tyson all the time, but if we talk about the heavyweight division, we got to look at the greats before niggas like Mike Tyson, even Holyfield. They had the determination of, nigga, I'm going to be great. I'm going to be great. Mama said, I ain't gonna do nothing in life. Shit, I'm gonna fuck around and be great, nigga. Fuck you talking
Yeah,
about?
I don't heard Jared Anderson talking like that with that type of ferociousness. It seems as if he just been blessed with a gift and he just living it out, but he really don't
He
want to
just
be
a
here.
big nigga that just was fighting in the hood and stumbled his way into the fucking boxing gym. And niggas like, damn, you cold, nigga. But you like, man, I really want to play basketball, be with the bitches and shit,
Right,
with my niggas.
right,
I really want
exactly.
to be on the
Yeah.
block with my niggas. But niggas like, bro, you can, nigga, bro, fuck that school shit. You got it with these hands.
Flat
And
out, because
even
he big cripping and all that shit. I just hope he just abandoned that whole, you
he
know,
cripping too.
he cripping hard. Quit playing.
Oh
That's why he
man,
came out in the blue Santa suit. You see all his trips be blue. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I
didn't
got
know
some,
that. I thought that nigga,
yeah,
man.
I got some lokes up in Toledo, bro. They crip hard up there, bro. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't.
So,
In my
but
head, when I think of Jared Anderson, in my head, I'm thinking Houston,
nah, he from Toledo. You know what I'm saying?
Ohio.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
the
they cripping tough
Midwest.
up there.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I just hope,
yeah.
and I say that because I know how that when you part of some shit like that, it could just be a distraction. It's a distraction when you got a gift that most of your homies don't got. You know what I'm saying? That's what Roy was telling them in the interview. Like he was like, I know you don't want it, but God don't give it to nobody who can't handle it. But I kind of disagree with Roy because Broner had it. And if you don't snap out of that shit, and Broner big blood up in Cincinnati, if you don't kind of detach from that ignorant, I call it nigga shit, if you don't detach from that mentality as far as that shit that keep you stagnated, it will hurt your growth. But I say all that to say I hope cuz is the truth. And I feel like he gonna beat Martin, but if he not on his mental game, Martin is not nobody he should be taking
You
lightly.
know who he
You know
kind
what
of
I mean?
remind me of a little bit?
Oh,
Riddick Bowe.
I knew he's finna say that his stature, yeah. But I
His
think he's more
stature, and
athletic.
then Jared Anderson looked like a nigga that dropped the belt in the garbage can.
Oh yeah.
Not to avoid a nigga, but also like, nigga,
I just
I'm
don't
just
give a
paying
fuck.
the bread and all this shit. Shit not even that serious type shit.
But if he get in this game and get off a few top notch wins. Like if he run through this gauntlet and put himself in position for Daniel Du Bois next year or motherfucking Joe Joyce next year, and he pull off a few nice victories, bro, he'll be able to retire before 30 though if that's what he really want to do. Like and make a
And that's
few
what I'm
and make
saying. If you then you gotta go, nigga, then you gotta go hard right
you
now.
gotta go hard though. But they pushing him. They pushing him. It ain't like he ain't. But I think he revealing so much of his mental to us that we tripping off of it hard because he's saying it. Like we wouldn't notice if the nigga wouldn't say it. But shit, I think
Look
they
at nigga,
pushing him.
look at niggas like Haney. Nigga, he not worried about no age. Nigga, he worried about being great.
He
He
said
not.
his dog is blue.
I've never heard Haney say something to the fact where, oh, I ain't ready yet, or all the way the world is on my shoulders. I ain't feeling it.
But he also got an alpha male as a father too, who kind of like
Yeah,
if you watch King, I don't know if you watch King Richard. That's a great movie, bro, with Will
I've
Smith
been.
and
You know,
just
I'm gonna watch that movie tonight with my baby mama.
nah, man, please
I'm
do, bro. It's one of them alpha males who who had the game plan figured out for his children and did it his way, and it worked. Like he had to humble himself a couple times because he was a little feeling himself too much. But I put him in the same box I put Devin Haney's father, like just a real alpha mug with a vision and kept his kid humble to where your mental stronger. And when you
one of
got
those
that
I would sacrifice my whole entire life for your life type shit.
Yeah, and when you got a father like that you close with, and you see how hard he go for you, that build a different skin. See, I don't know Jared background like that. I ain't never seen his pops in the
Yeah,
mix.
and
I
then,
don't know nothing.
that makes us, and that's what I love about boxing. And I feel like this is the new part of boxing that we have to adjust with. I feel like more boxing fans, and just boxing in general, we gotta evaluate the psyche of these fighters these
Got
days.
to.
We have to, because back then we seen fighters, crying in the ring, and we looking like, what the hell wrong with this nigga? But today niggas got cameras everywhere, so it's like we see the signs early
Yeah, and we get to
before it
know.
get
So
there.
therefore it ain't that much of a damn what happened. We kind of know what happened. Like, dude, already like if Maul did some weird shit like that, everybody would be like, well, you know what I'm saying? We
Yeah, we,
already
we
saw it
knew it was
coming.
kind of fucked. Yeah, exactly. Like if Tio was to go in there against Josh Taylor and fold or something and cry and stuff, we'd be like, all right, well, that was expected type shit.
And
Yeah.
Ghost, I'm with you, bro. His mental, I wouldn't say it's broken, but I think he's torn in where he wants to be. And with this boxing game being 90% mental, torn is not a word that you should be having going on in your head right now. You
Not
feel
at
me?
all.
Especially, you know
Not
what I'm saying?
against an
Especially going
underdog
up
who's in
against a
shape.
yes, and a southpaw who was laying shit out before he went and took that bag because he laid down for AJ. I think he could have rocked AJ ass. He laid down for AJ, bro. He gave AJ that belt, bro. That nigga took that call within 24 hours after winning that belt on that bogus knee injury. Dude got and Charles Morton got the belt. It wasn't 24 hours before it was announced that he was fighting AJ. I'm like, yeah, go sell that belt, my nigga. You
That
feel me?
nigga
Go.
was in the hood smoking big blunts, nigga. And that's why I fuck with this nigga Charles
He from
Martin.
St. Louis too. He from my crib too, but he moved down to Florida. You feel me? So just knowing people who know him, they're like, "What that nigga ran through that bag? That nigga
He
was buying
ran through that
Rolls
shit. He
Royces,
probably went to
all
the
type
strip
of shit."
club, all that.
Yeah,
It's just
man. But
sad
we
that shit happened, but it's like, nigga, when you come from nothing, bro, it's like, nigga, you want to splurge that shit as much as you can.
even with Andy Ruiz, like how Andy Ruiz, like man, when you come from, that's why I be saying this niggas all over the world, and I say that to say like with the come from nothing, happy to have something mentality. Like it don't have to be black. It just talking about just Mexicans.
Yeah.
A lot of people just be shit, finally get a bag, don't know how to act. But back to the mental part, it's just mental is so important, bro. So even with Mel, I hope he on point. It seemed like Mel can't be destroyed mentally. It seemed like he just kind of, even if it's an arrogance or a super self-confidence, it just don't seem like he can be broken. You know what I mean? Like Jamel
The thing
Charlo.
with Mel, I feel like the only thing that breaks him is not getting the result he wants, like that Tony Harrison shit.
And that's cool with me.
I
That's cool
understand
with me.
I understand where a nigga can feel that type of way. Like, damn, like, man, I really tried my hardest. What the fuck? I thought I won this fucking, but nah. But when you in a situation where you like he wasn't even making excuses for it. He just said, "Fuck it, let's run that shit right back."
And I can accept that broken mental better than a broken mental before the fight. I'm
Yeah,
just upset at how it played out. But nothing broke me leading up to the fight, during the fight, or nothing. Like, so that's why Mel, you know what I mean, in a better position to win against, like, I'm finally gonna admit it, he in a better position to win than his brother, even though I think skill
that's what I'm
set
saying,
wise,
and I say
yeah.
not based off just skill alone, but off the mental aspect of it.
He's sensitive. I wouldn't say soft ghost. He's sensitive. I think both of them are sensitive. I think just Mel respond to it more aggressively and deflect it harder than the brother do. I think the brother will cry in front of you where Mel won't. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different. I think they both sensitive though, but I don't see no softness in them. Only thing I don't like about Mel, bro, is the low key competition that exists between him and his brother. I hate it because I got a brother and we kind of go through the same shit. It kills the family. It hurts everybody. You feel me? Because it just seemed like it's a competition there. Like even when Maul first won the belt, like he made a comment like they said the first would be the last would be the first, but in this case the last was the first. And it was just a little hater comment like that's your brother, man. Like get that out your system real quick. And then when he was going on the rant that people try to use against him to say that his brother turned down Canelo, when really he was responding to somebody on his live and say, I would never turn down Canelo. But he waving AKs, threatening Maul friends. I'm like, relax. But brothers go through shit. and with their lives being so broadcasted, shit that should stay behind closed doors isn't. But that's just growing pains. But that's the only thing I kind of didn't like about Mell at a certain point. But you grow past that shit. You be young and rich and just, and I don't know what a twin feel like neither. Constantly being compared to a motherfucker, constantly being mistaken for a motherfucker. Like you kind of want to separate
Rate
your
yourself,
legacy
yeah.
from his at some point, but not at the token of disrespecting, bro. But he ain't done it in a while, and I got over it. You feel me? But I will say that was some soft
But
ass shit too.
before I close out though, because I gotta go.
Go ahead.
Um, my thing is I like the growth in Charlo because at first he was on his little, on his Sambo shit. I ain't gonna lie, and I felt a certain type of
Yeah,
way. But he came back and correct his wrongs. He apologized, and then he started getting on this nigga. This is my country, my land. The foreigner ain't finna beat me here, type shit. And I
yeah,
love that. I love that energy because I haven't heard that from a boxer in a long time. Where a nigga tell me like, nah, nigga. This is my country. You the guest here. You know what I'm saying?
hell
That's what he
yeah.
told. That's what he told. What's his name? Castano. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like he gonna feel a certain type of way because remember when Canelo was calling Castano on the phone, cheering him up to
Mm-hmm.
beat
Mm-hmm.
Charlo. Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
finna we finna get the full Charlo verbal assault though. I can't wait. Not at the fight
I
locked
know.
in. You ain't gotta worry about no bullshit. He finna say all type of shit. But
Woo!
well, like you say, we
Man, he
forgive
gotta
and,
talk. He gotta talk about that John Ryder, man. He gotta talk about like, man, you let that nigga touch you up like that, boy. I'm gonna beat your
He
ass.
gonna
Like he gotta
he
get
gonna
on that.
say everything we can imagine. I already know, unless they tell him don't. Unless they secretly
Tell-
pull him into the room, like don't go too hard on him. You feel me? Because Mel gonna step. But nah, man. Hey, peace and blessings to you, bro. I'm about to get my weekend going too, man. So you be blessed, man. Let me know when you back on. I fuck with you, bro. So be cool, man.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely let you know.
I'll
We
be
gonna
on
watch that. We
tonight
gonna watch
tweeting on
that
about
fight
the
tonight
fight.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Be cool, bro.
Yep.